Today, we're going to rank every version of Cody Rhodes. It'll include Baby Cody, Legacy Cody, Dashing Cody, Undashing Cody, Mustache Cody, Brotherhood Cody, Stardust, and the American Nightmare. Let's get right into it with... Some people in this industry are stars the minute that they make their debut. The Undertaker is a prime example. The Survivor Series debut in 1990 was a stunning way to introduce a new wrestler to the WWF. A wrestler that would easily become one of the biggest household names in the business. However, coming across those people are pretty rare. Take a look at John Cena. He couldn't find success for some time and was nearly released by the WWE because of it. John Cena isn't the only person to have a rough start. Cody Rhodes also struggled when he first arrived. Making his debut with his father against Randy Orton was cool, but he was still very green. Nothing about Cody really made him stand out. He did win the tag titles with Hardcore Holly, but that was about it. It was pretty easy to put this version of Cody Rhodes on the bottom of this list. In 2012, Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow would form a tag team that lasted around 10 months. The Rhodes Scholars were a decent team. I thought they were fun. Sandow and Rhodes were two young, promising entertainers. Without much to do, it was a good idea to pair these two together. Cody Rhodes even grew a mustache and got it over with the audience. If there's one thing that this man can do, it is to get over any gimmick. That is a talent you cannot teach. It's a gift that you're born with, and Cody Rhodes has got that gift, which is why the mustache was a big thing at this time. I find it upsetting that these two never won the tag team titles together. I think they would have been great tag team champions. With the charisma they had, I always thought it would have been a fun run. But WWE didn't agree because even their WrestleMania 29 match was cut. WWE really didn't think about this duo at all, and that is why I ranked this Cody Rhodes so low. They didn't do much together. On top of that, WWE made a huge mistake making Damien Sandow the winner of the Money in the Bank briefcase instead of Cody Rhodes. That is a decision I will forever hate. Cody was the right choice, and that still makes me mad to this day. 2008 was a good year for Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase Jr. The three of them teamed up to create a faction known as Legacy. The premise of this group was to have generational talent align to preserve and maintain the legacy of their family names. I love the idea behind the group. It's genius writing and makes a lot of sense. Wrestling is just so much better when there's some logic behind it. Randy Orton was also on the top of his game at this time. He was a sick and twisted maniac running around causing chaos. Being around him was definitely good for Cody and Ted. The faction had a nice run. As a kid, I hated them, but that was their job. I've grown to respect them. Looking back at their segments and matches, it was a lot of fun, and there was clearly a lot of chemistry between these three men. The only reason why this doesn't rank too high on the list is because this was more about Randy Orton and it was less about Cody Rhodes, but Cody's time was still yet to come. 2013 was such a fun year for WWE fans. Daniel Bryan was on the top of the mountain. CM Punk and Brock Lesnar delivered a classic match. Triple H hit us with one hell of a heel turn, forming another faction with him. And then you had the Brotherhood. After wrapping up that feud with Damien Sandow, Cody Rhodes started beefing with Hunter and Orton. What followed was one of my favorite matches of that year. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes on an episode of Monday Night Raw, with a stipulation that just made things even more intense. If Cody lost the match, he would have been fired. The stakes were high, the story was there, the chemistry never left, and Orton eventually won the match, and Cody, he got fired. Goldust then tried to fight to win back his brother's job, and my guy just got rocked by Orton as well. Let's be real, the man didn't stand a chance, but you gotta appreciate the honor that he had. The moment when they came out of the crowd to attack the Shield despite being fired was a sight to see. Cody Rhodes looked like $1,000,000. You can literally see the passion in this man. Passion that is hard to match. These two would have a match against the Shield at Battleground with their jobs on the line, and it went crazy. Cody and Goldust were a great tag team. The run was fun, only making 2013 a better year. I don't know how WWE didn't see Cody at this point as a top star. It just doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. I bet a lot of you were waiting to see where this version of Cody Rhodes was ending up. You most likely expected him to be the worst Cody, and I know ranking him this high is an interesting decision, but that's okay because I think Cody Rhodes as Stardust was criminally underrated at this time. At the time, I wasn't a fan of the gimmick either. I thought that Cody Rhodes could have done so much more. He probably could have, to be honest with you, but this wasn't his time either, and that's fine. The WWE gave him something interesting and he killed it in this role. Cody Rhodes took a pretty stupid gimmick and made the most out of it, even having a big match at SummerSlam against Stephen Amell. Stardust was in that position, and unfortunately there were too many haters like myself who thought that we knew what was best for Cody. Stardust was never going to be world champion, but it was a nice character change for a short period of time that wasn't appreciated. If you watch the interview with Michael Cole, you can see Cody's effort in making it work. It's an interesting video, and I believe Stardust could have been a lot better if WWE pushed him a little bit more and if WWE fans didn't sleep on Stardust as much as they did. Remember when I said that Cody Rhodes could make any gimmick work? Well, this is another prime example of that. In 2010, Cody Rhodes developed his new character known as Dashing Cody Rhodes, where this man would literally come out to the ring and brag about his looks and his hygiene. It usually ended up with him talking smack about the crowd in attendance and their lack of attractiveness or their lack of usage of toothbrushes and deodorant. Cody Rhodes was really ahead of his time. Anyways, we had a lot of fun moments during this run. He proved that he could be a great narcissistic douchebag. This man really showed up to teach the audience how to shave, how to floss, and how to pluck their eyebrows. That was funny stuff. Cody Rhodes had me laughing on a weekly basis. One of the only things better than Dashing Cody was Undashing Cody. In 2011, he jumped into a feud with Rey Mysterio after receiving a 619 that broke his nose. And the move was so impactful, it broke his nose, making him undashing. Cody was now disfigured and went around wearing a mask. It was such a nice payoff in this story because he spent so much time being a narcissistic jerk that it only made us happy when we found out that he was disfigured. Cody would wear a protective mask and refer to himself as Undashing. This was even more hilarious. He literally would come out giving paper bags to people in the crowd saying they were too ugly. Cody had no chill, and that's what I enjoyed about this persona. Although it was short, I think it was great. It's safe to say that the American Nightmare is easily the best version of Cody Rhodes, and it's not even close. It's not even up for debate. After leaving WWE, Cody Rhodes had to rebuild himself. He needed a new character and a new identity, a new dream. That's where you enter the spin-off of the American Dream, becoming the American Nightmare. Rhodes went into the indies, he put on classic matches, joined the Bullet Club, started an entire company, and returned to WWE to become the biggest babyface of the company. From his classic trilogy with Seth Rollins, to his Hell in a Cell match with a torn freaking pec, and even a Royal Rumble victory, he's truly turned into the next face of the company, and soon he will be the new WWE Champion. The American Nightmare is by far the best Cody Rhodes, and nothing comes close. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your favorite Cody in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video.